Greetings and welcome to Flesh Wound Horror Live. I'm Flesh Wound Dan, joined by Producer Todd. Producer Todd, how goes it?
Chillin', how you been?
I'm doing well. It's TGIF Flesh Wound, and we're excited tonight. Urkel is just over there. Carl's in the back with Diddy, and we're ready to have a good time. Yes, so... yeah, we're kind of like catching up on a lot of stuff this week, and watching a lot of good movies. But tonight is the end of an era because we're gonna have the final Horrorpack unboxing. That is right, Horrorpack is unless it's going by wrestling rules and they come back and like.
Well, they said they might sell the not streaming service.
They have a streaming service?
No, I know I'm screwing up what I'm trying to say. They might sell the subscription service if someone like wants to.
Oh, okay. Well, interesting. They'll be missed, but it's kind of nice now. He's like, you got the whole collection. So
yeah,
that's something. Shout out Indy, Brian, Chris, Ben. Shit, we got the director of one of our movies tonight. Well, there we go.
Welcome.
Hopefully
Dan doesn't have to hold his tongue now.
No. Well, that
I already know you.
I think you'll be happy, Ben.
Yeah, I think I know your feelings are gonna end up with this one, so I'm not worried. Sometimes Dan gets a little nervous when he sees a director in there. I don't see that in his eyes today.
Yeah, that's pre-YouTube, but that was the problem because he called into the show in the middle of the review, and it's like, what do we do? I can't say I hate it. It's right there. But
you didn't understand it. Well, that's good, Ben. We've dealt with directors who are not open to all feedback. We just didn't get it, but yeah. Spoiler, you should be happy.
You should be happy.
We'll get to that one in a minute. But Indy, they announced right before I got the Horrorpack final one. So this is it. So we figured we'd talk about it. Well, we'll talk about it in a minute because you had some news you wanted to bring up before we go into the Horrorpack and the review.
Did you grab anything from Vinegar Syndrome today?
Well, I mean, I haven't done it yet, but the one I will be grabbing, and that's obviously the Toxic Avenger 4K. Sorry, Sergeant Kabuki Man 4K. Yes. I already have Toxic Avenger, but I mean,
I was like, shit, are they doing one too? I mean, I know you'd grab it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know how many Kabuki Mans this makes, but another one's always welcome.
You know what? There was a big surprise today, and that was Robo Warriors.
Yeah.
Which, it's a complicated history with that one, but it's like a kind of follow-up to Robot Jocks. That's a very legal and complicated thing, but I thought that was pretty cool that they announced that. And there's a few other things. Playrooms one I will probably grab. With
any day ones, or are you still just kind of like,
some of the AGFA stuff. I got that drug set for sure. I'm gonna get that. It's an interesting mix this month from them. The Larry Fessenden set. I mean, nothing but love for Larry Fessenden. I love Habit, but it's like I've got the Scream Factory set with his early stuff.
But it's got new cardboard, Dan. Cardboard.
I know.
It's cardboard. Better than that flimsy recycled Scream Factory slipcovers.
I want the $200 version. I only buy those, Todd. But no, I mean, that one was kind of like, I mean, again, I love Habit, but I can't really justify double dipping on that. Castle of Evil's a fun little 60s B movie. You know me, I always get the something weird stuff from Distribupix. So, but yeah.
Other than Kabuki, there's no real day one purchases for me this batch, but I know, and I complain all the time about everything just being re-releases, but I mean, it's Troma, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, like the Saturn's core stuff, some of that, like my Crepitus, weird name. That is from Michael Todd Schneider of August Underground fame. So I kind of see that selling out maybe fairly quick.
When he says that, Dan's referring to the slipcovers.
Yeah, that I think will go pretty quick.
I don't like how everyone just says it's sold out when it's literally just the
slipcover. I know sold out is kind of a general thing now, but I am getting the Drugorama video party. I've been grabbing all of that. There's a few things here that are interesting, just not like I gotta grab it immediately. Interesting. I mean, Permanent Damage, I might get at some point. I'm not complaining though, because like I said, I don't need like 100 things every single month because it's just becoming hard to deal with. But yeah, other than that, yeah, Playroom is one I haven't thought about in a long time. That's from the director of Dr. Giggles. Christopher McDonald's in that. I remember that being pretty crazy little movie. So I may get that. I'm still kind of playing catch up from the last announcements. I want to get 5 Dead on the Crimson Canvas.
Yeah.
Joe Zazzo. I used to see him all the time at Fangoria Weekend of Horrors, and that's a fun attempt at a Giallo on a budget, which is not an easy thing to do. So yes.
Get another piece of news, Dan. I can't remember what it was. I know there was something else you wanted to mention.
Courtesy of the Daily Ghost, because I think we were all wondering because they hadn't announced anything new in a while, but from the that Skin Max double feature DVDs that they're putting out, they've got 4 new ones up for pre-order for November 25th. And some of these are alternate titles, but Alien Abduction, Intimate Secrets is one of them. We posted, the photo is posted in our Discord, which once again, I got to remind everybody, that's free. And we got a pretty damn good Discord, but that's one of the titles. Dream Master, a Forbidden Games double feature. And it also looks like they're starting to tackle some retro erotica on that line too. So
nice.
It's an interesting mix. Go to our Discord if you want to see specifically. But
did you look at that video I sent you from Christian Hannah Horror today?
No, and it's Planet CHH, Todd. He rebooted.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Well, I said his name. He's
still Christian Hannah Horror.
So I sent you the video from Chris. Whatever. Sorry, I didn't mean to mess up your branding, Chris.
I'm just saying.
But speaking of Chris, well, did you watch the video, Dan?
Did not have time. I was going to.
All right. Well, he's talking about the Return of the Living Dead 3 cut that we can actually cover if you guys want us to. We can actually watch it and tell you what's in there versus speculation. So.
Okay, yeah. Do you want to do that on the net?
Well, I was thinking that's one of those things that we may need to watch together. So there may be in October. We'll discuss. But if you want us to cover that, I got to figure that out because.
Yeah. There. I guess we can at least tease that we got some big announcements coming.
I'll tease the announcement.
Let's tease.
Okay. Well, yes. We have a big announcement that we will announce this Sunday on our Squared Circle Society post SummerSlam show. So yeah, obviously we'll talk it on Wednesday too, and
don't think you know exactly what it is because you do not.
Yeah. I think this is going to be cool. It's going to set a couple communities ablaze. That sounded like it was a bad thing, but that wasn't.
It sounds more like a threat than
it does. It's not. Well, maybe it is. No. But it's a really cool concept we got. It's something for October. Possibly Ghost, but we're waiting till we get Pugs and everyone. So we will.
There's a little more to it. You will.
Yeah, it's
a lot more to it.
Yeah, that's why I'm just teasing it today, but we will do it on that show when we have pugs.
My answer is yes and no.
Yeah, it's a complicated answer. Yeah, it's Sunday. There we go.
Sunday.
All right, and
live on pay-per-view.
Well, post pay-per-view. But yeah, so there's that. Pretty big deal. We're all really excited about it. And I think you guys will be too. Even the ones that aren't as into that side of it. See, just because that's Ghost, I know you're not, but I think just yeah. Wait,
you might. Yeah, I think you will.
Yeah, it's we got a concept that's gonna appeal to. Yeah, well, again, not giving too much away yet because we got to cross one more T and then we're good.
It's just
one more on.
Yeah,
so Sunday we're gonna. That's the soonest we can really talk about it.
So. Yeah. So stay tuned. That one's going to be big, and this is very channel oriented. So yeah. And Todd, what else do we got here? Are we ready to see what's in the box
for the last time? Well, I wanted to talk a little bit about Horrorpack first. I mean, I know
we shamed them with their shitty clues.
I know Indy's sad. I am too. I'm kind of like, well, I don't have Adobe went up a little bit. Now I don't have to pay for Horrorpack, so I'm kind of like balancing out. So I'm gonna get to save a few bucks. But I'm sad, this is the last one. So I have every Horrorpack limited release.
You do.
So I knew it was gonna end eventually, but at least now it's like I completed it. Now I do know that they like had one issue with one of the titles, so some of the boxes like have one different release in each. Because I guess UPS or USPS lost like 6,000 discs on one of their titles, so they had to
that's a box
scramble to replace. So it was a whole thing. So yeah. So let's do our usual, and we will see what's in the box. Let me make myself larger. There we go. Okay. So let's look. All right. Well, I know I love their boxes. I always just reuse them to ship other stuff, and I feel like I'm slightly blurred too. But let's get it open.
We got. Yeah. I'm kind of curious to see if that would actually be cool, Ben. Quit. That would actually, if they could make a prop, I feel like that'd be a great way to go out.
All right. Look, thank you, Indy. All right, let's look at our first one. Adopting Terror. Do you know what this one is, Dan?
Wow. I believe that. I don't know if it's Asylum. I think that's like
it is Asylum.
So they're doing a first time, because I don't think that ever was on Blu-ray.
No, this has a barcode. I don't think it's the first time. It just must have been one that slipped under your radar. So
maybe not on Blu-ray. Yeah, I think it was like one that they might have done for Lifetime. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Well, I got Adopting Terror. I didn't own it already, so there's a win so far.
There you go.
All right.
Rudy terrorizing a pregnant lady. Why not?
All right, here we go. Oh, there's a good one. I do own it already, but that is a good one.
Chad Farron, yes, friend of the channel.
We love some Chad Farron. Maybe this can be part of a giveaway at our event, or maybe we'll put it on a table. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, a little spoiler. So there we go.
Gonna say event. Yeah, that one's really fun. I thought
I am a fan of this.
The lightest of Chad Farron's catalog, but really, really funny.
All right. So what is our next one?
Oh, Ritual Killer. Okay, yeah, I saw that out recently.
This is the first time Morgan Freeman's hit the Horrorpack.
Yeah, they're going classy.
Yeah. Ben throughout. Chad Farron, another Troma alum. Yes, he is.
It's also a 7 alum. In there.
And I'll say it now. That's my favorite Troma pickup would be Unspeakable. I say that all the time. So, yep. Unspeakable was the very first. Oh, I see. Damn, Ben with some Troma history. Unspeakable was the very first film to debut online. There you go.
Nice.
All right. Our last horror pack release, our last exclusive ever is Night Terrors.
Nice.
Is this
some Christmas horror?
There we go. Well, that seems appropriate. We've gotten quite a few Christmas horror from them, so I'm always into that. I mean, it may not be the best, but we'll find out. I guess we have something. We'll
back.
Yeah, it's not the worst to go out on. I'm pretty happy with it. So there we go. There is the final horror pack. We have Night Terrors, Adopting Terror, Exorcism at 60,000 feet, and The Ritual Killer. So I only had one of them. That's always a good thing. So there we go. There is our horror pack unboxing for the last time ever.
There we go. End of an era. But
well, now I don't have to keep saving room for horror packs. I could just have it all, and there we go. Because that was always the thing. I kept filling up room. Like, I need another spot for horror pack. Now
you've completed the collection, Todd. So
it is complete. I own every horror pack now. There we go.
And yeah, my mind is still racing about this announcement. I'm like literally like
I know Dan's. You know what? This is why I calmed you down, because if we would have already announced.
Oh yeah, no, there's a couple things about it in particular that have got me hard. I'm not gonna lie. I could not stand up on camera right now. I'm very excited. So
too bad. Yeah. Indy says too bad they didn't last until Halloween. I think they were 2 months shy. And that would have been Halloween, October. They were 2 months shy of I think it's the 10-year anniversary.
Do you think it's just the lack of in my opinion, lack of enthusiasm for anything new?
No, their email kind of laid it out. It's just the changing landscape of physical media.
Yeah.
Like, to get those cheaper titles now, it's even harder, because I mean, we all knew they were getting the cheaper titles to fill out the pack, and then they had their exclusive.
Sure.
So, I mean, and with that model and the changing landscape, it just got too hard, I think, to deliver quality packs. And I know they really tried to like reinvent it this year, and they had made we're going to do bigger and better things. But we saw after the past couple months, it was kind of going back to what it was, which I didn't have any problem. I mean, I really got it for those exclusive titles.
Yeah, I want the exclusive is the selling point. Somebody like me, I think I mean, tens of thousands of movies here, so it's like anything older I'm probably going to have.
Yeah, and when we first were getting the packages, I was like, well, I already got all these except the exclusive. After the time's gone on, I've started buying less, especially some of the other titles. I was getting a lot more I didn't already own. So
yeah, so but it was a good run. It was a good run. So
whoops! I said, yeah. For a while, we were getting most of this stuff in Canada dollar stores, and they don't carry any physical here now. So,
Indy, somebody told me that the dollar stores out your way still have physical media, because basically all of ours now it's either gone or it's just the same shit that's been sitting there forever. So Todd, you ready to talk some movies?
Let's talk some movies. We'll start off theatrically.
Yes, currently playing in theaters from writer-director Chris Collins. We have House on Eden. In this film, setting out to film their next paranormal investigation, Chris, Selena, and Jay encounter a malevolent ancient spirit that resides in an abandoned house deep in the woods. So a little bit of background on this one. This features the really, really, really popular YouTubers, Selena Spooky Boo and I'm forgetting her other name, Chris Collins, and she's got another name for her channel as well.
So these are real YouTubers? I didn't know.
YouTubers / TikTokers. I do not watch their shit. It's super mainstream. But
look at Dan all high and mighty. It's too mainstream for me.
It's like the Ghost Hunter.
God, Dan, you just come off so fucking pretentious sometimes, and that was one of the times. Am I wrong? Was he not?
It's super mainstream, Todd. It's not okay.
Yeah,
we're indie and prestigious, Todd. But they've also got like 30 million followers.
One, we're not prestigious. I'll give you punk rock, but I'm not going to give you fucking Indian. You're like, yeah.
That's fine. But
Dan.
But so yeah, they're huge. So I know this is a big deal to.
Don't be a sizist either, Dan.
Fuck you, Dan. This is a big deal to a certain audience, but and Calmecris is the Call Me Chris is the other channel, the main girl director. I'm not a fan, so I'm just coming into this as just like, okay, found footage horror movie. I mean, obviously it's not the most original concept. I didn't like this. I didn't think the lore was thought out very well with this one. It's very kudos for only being 77 minutes. Like, at least you're not just holding us out for to tell us a story we've seen a million times. This doesn't have much of a story, honestly. It's like the worst kind of found footage movie, because once you get to the house, it's just like a couple spooky things happen and the movie just ends. Their banter and everything I thought was strong enough. They're obviously friends. The Selena Spooky Boo character, well, they're playing themselves, is
that the
Leaf.
So okay, yeah. You could have just said the one that took the shit, but no, Dan had to call her the bigger girl.
Yeah, I was like, okay, are we gonna get to some spooky shenanigans, or is she just gonna shit?
Spooky Dookie?
Great movie and great.
Yes, it is. That was my movie of the year. The year it came out.
Yeah, you surprised everybody giving that your number one, but yeah, I mean, it's really heavy on the shaky cam. A lot of these movies are, but this one is super heavy.
See, it didn't bother me, but when I was coming out of the theater, one of the other guys who was coming out was like, "So what'd you think?" And well, I'll get to that in a minute. But he was like, "Yeah," he's like, "I almost walked out in the first 30. It was just too much shaky cam for me. I don't get motion sickness, so I didn't even register." But
there was once or twice I was just like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" And you know, the out of focus stuff at times, like it just. I don't know. I didn't. This wasn't drawing me in like a Blair Witch, where it's like I knew I was dealing with actors. By the time we get to the house, I just really expected a little more to happen. It's so been there, done that. I know if you like these TikTokers, there might be something there for you just because you like them a lot. But you could throw a dart, and just about any found footage ghost story is going to be a better option than this. Yeah, at least they weren't trying to make a 2.5 hour.
It was better than JWoww's movie. I'll give them that.
It is better than JWoww's movie. And hey, look, I realize it. I'm an older fucking dude. And there were teenage girls.
That's why. That explains why I like there was teenage, because I was like, and they were being teenage girls, fine, but they did shut up when the movie started, because I was like, please don't just yeah. So I was glad about that. They were quiet and they were into it, so I didn't have to. Because I went to a different theater, the one I know is more likely to have audience issues than the one when I'm closer to LA. It's much better when I go to Norwalk. Speaking of Norwalk, I didn't realize that Wendy's pop-up was like right by the theater I go to. I would have went out and checked it out. I don't know if you saw all about that.
Wendy's pop-up. What is this?
I'll talk about that after. Not in the middle of the review, but I'll bring that up.
Yeah.
In the head.
Well, I would say, like, go watch Grave Encounters, or if you really want to get outside the ghost stuff, I would say Hate Crime, one of my personal favorite found footage movies. That one's intense. Yeah, I can't think of any real reason that you need to go see this in a theater, or
unless you're fans of them. And I had no problem with it. It was just typical found footage. It wasn't horrible. I didn't think it wasn't like great. It was retreading. Like I felt strong. Like, okay, you guys really liked Blair Witch. I can tell. Like I got that watching. There was a lot of Blair Witch in this, but so maybe if you like Blair Witch, you'll get more out of it. I agree the lore is kind of missing, but like even with like the little lights, I knew what we were gonna do and all that stuff. There were some cool images.
Was there ever a scare that got? I mean, I know that's a tough one for you and me watching so many movies, but like, there was nothing that, for a moment, made me feel like there was danger present. Like it just, I never jumped.
I laughed when the one girl got pushed down the stairs. It was, like I said, it was serviceable. If you like fan footage and ghost stories, you might be able to enjoy it. I mean, again, your level of horror, like, see, that's where Dan gets like, it's like he's seen everything, so it's like
I'm aware of that.
And it's harder for him to enjoy stuff that's been done to death. To me, it's like, I don't care. Familiar's fine. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it, but I wasn't disappointed. I wasn't upset I saw it. It was,
we get titties.
Yeah, that's true. We get some
Maybe not
BBW
the
titties.
you're wanting, but we get titties.
Um,
we get a lot of ass close-ups of this, the Chris, the lead.
Yes.
Like a lot.
She's like, make sure you get my ass.
Pretty much. There's even like a comment about it at one point.
But no, like, yeah, I'm it's not what I'm going to recommend to people, but I like people I know, I should say. But yeah, it was fine.
Okay. I will give it a 1 star strictly for the lead's ass.
I'm a 2.5. I'm in the middle. It was serviceable. So
okay. Wasn't too sure on that one for you. Shout out to our buddy Hayden, who despised it. If he's watching this. All right. So up next, we got a meaty one, Todd. And that is from director, writer, Aster, Eddington. I'm very, very curious to talk about this one. So in this one, in May of 2020, a standoff between a small sheriff and a mayor sparks a powder keg as neighbor is pitted against neighbor in Eddington, New Mexico. So this obviously Ari Aster at this point. I've loved all his movies, and I love that each one is very different. This one is certainly more grounded than Beau is Afraid. So I would say off the top, I know a lot of people did not like Beau is Afraid. I fucking loved it, but don't let that movie dissuade you, because this is very different. So this is basically 2020, the story of 2020, from the pandemic, lockdown.
Let us say he's going to say them all right in a row.
You can say those words. What are you talking about?
You always get okay.
It's okay. Movie I thought was fucking brilliant. A lot of people I know going into this one were like, "Oh, that just looks like it's going to be propaganda." I can honestly tell. Yeah, it's a movie or anything at all. There's digs at it. Gets fuck action I've seen captured. The contemporary Western, and I think that's the best way to kind of just more a Joaquin Phoenix movie.
Wait, hold on. They say we're not hearing this review. You guys can't hear us?
Oh, I see on my TV we're both frozen.
Huh. That is strange.
It's saying we're live.
Hold on, guys. Let me see. Okay, not just using my end. I keep losing it. That is strange.
Let me just see.
The chat seems to be working fine. Okay, we're gonna
working on it.
All right. It's definitely a larger scale issue, not your Wi-Fi. Hold on.
Weird. It says we are.
Well, hold on. I'm looking. Yeah. Yeah. I'm seeing what we can figure out.
All right. Oh, wait. I think we're moving again. I see it on my TV.
Okay. Hold on. We'll give it a minute.
Do you see us motion guys right now? And that's going to suck because I was just droning on and I don't know when it cut out.
That's all fine. You guys are coming in good at the moment. All right. We'll give it a minute. I'm going to notepad so when I can cut out the weirdness. We'll just have to kind of just stand back up a little.
Okay. I don't know where exactly I cut out. I was doing a lot of yapping there. So my bad. That is very bizarre.
I'm going to give myself a cut so whenever we do it. Where's my cut gimmick? Where's it at?
You just want me to?
No, I don't want you to do that, Dan. I got the little ECW bumper somewhere.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to do it. Then you'll just do sorry about the blah, blah, blah. Then I'll cut it later.
Okay. So sorry about that. We are, so rewinding a little bit. Yeah, I think this movie is one that you can really watch and just enjoy. Don't go in thinking it's trying to preach at you. There's no heroes and villains in this story. Like, everybody's basically an asshole. Like, everybody is it's just a magnifying glass again to 2020 and the general craziness and how people, reacted to each other. There is a line in it and it also makes fun of social justice warriors and all this. There's a line that had me rolling where this kid is at his dinner table just going on and on about white privilege, and there's like a pause and his dad's just looking at him. He's like, "Are you fucking hard-hearted? You're white." And just the way the line was delivered just really made me laugh.
I think you're allowed to say it now, but I respect you using the hard-hearted.
Yeah, that one's kind of come back, but yeah, we're just being safe. So yeah, I know I'm rewinding on some of my thoughts here, but yeah, Ari Aster never makes the same movie. Like, he really different. He doesn't consider Hereditary, like, I think that's a horror masterpiece. Midsummer, I fucking love. And this one, I'm really curious because I feel like it's something preachy, which again, it is not. This, in some ways, I could see being his most, if you give it a chance. I hope people will check it out.
Just keep going on this one, Dan. I may have to re-edit this episode because it's still recording us.
Okay.
YouTube may be having issues, so just keep going. I'm going to post in the chat when.
Yeah, weird because now it caught up. All right, so just going to keep going. Well, it's capturing everything, so I think I gave all of my thoughts on this one. But yeah, no, each character, like I said, Ted Garcia, played by Pedro Pascal, is somebody too that, like, maybe it seems like they're going harder on Joaquin Phoenix's character, but Ted Garcia in this one's basically being used as a puppet as well. And there's lots of little things. Like I said, there's little conspiracy type things that popped up a lot during 2020. And it's a really smart, really fun movie. And again, at the end, it gets fucking insane. I mean, you see on the cover Joaquin Phoenix with that machine gun. I will just say that whole portion of the movie is bonkers. Absolutely fucking bonkers. And I highly recommend this one. Go check it out. I promise you there'll be a discussion after. At the very least, this is a movie that you'll have a discussion about. So that is my thoughts. Hopefully you got most of them.
And I'm going to keep it short and simple. I agree with you on everything on this one. I enjoyed it. I wasn't sure. It's funny, when I saw the trailers and I just saw brief clips, I didn't realize it was Ari Aster. So I didn't really know what to expect. And honestly, if I would have known it was his, I still wouldn't have known what to expect. So I'm glad I kind of went in pretty blank, saw it. One thing I knew, it was 2.5 hours, and I was like, I wish it was shorter. But
I didn't feel that at all.
No, that's what I was going to say. Watching it didn't really affect. So I definitely say, if you can go check it out theatrically, go do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And leave your thoughts in the comments as always on this one, because I'm kind of curious. There will still be some people that hate it for whatever. It is one of my favorite non-horror movies of the year. So Barney asks us, where would you rank this with his other movies? That's a tough one because I love each one. Hereditary, I do consider a horror masterpiece. So, I mean, that
Really?
probably gets the number one spot. And after that, I'm honestly not sure. I think I have to sit with them for a little bit before I'd rank them. Hereditary, number one. I'm a horror guy. So, yeah. So, yeah, check that out. And yeah, so Todd, I'm going to rate this one a very enthusiastic 5 stars. How about you? You're muted. I wasn't sure if you knew or if that was for a reason. Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to produce. I wanted the anyway.
You're-
I'm 4.5 room to grow.
Okay. That's cool. I saw it and I was like, I think Todd's gonna fucking love this. I was hoping. I'm gonna say Pugs would give this one 5 stars too. So yeah. All right. So I believe up next we will have our Troma movie as Todd gets that up. All right. So
Yeah, I just wanted I wanted to pull the stream up so I can keep track of our freezing up too. I didn't have it open other than this, so I just wanted
knock on wood, but I do too, and it seems to be okay. So
well,
hopefully we'll get through this review without any buffering, but we'll watch.
Go ahead. Tell us what we're reviewing tonight, currently streaming on Troma now.
Currently streaming on Troma now from director Ben Johnson, we have Curse of the Weredeer. And in this movie, there's something in them woods. It's killing hunters. On his bachelor party, deer killing, beer drinking, hunting trip weekend, Randy's world is turned inside out. All he wanted to do was spend a little time with the fellers. So this takes place in the Tromaville South. Which is also a very magical place, and it's
South Tromaville. Come on, get it right.
South Tromaville, yes. So I lived in West Virginia for a little while, so this is pretty accurate. It's a very accurate portrayal, I think, and I fucking loved it. This one, Zach Amico, of course, who we've seen a lot of Legion of Gangs fame.
I did not realize until just recently he called JCW Wrestling also. He's one of the commentators. So
I feel like he's somebody I've probably been in a room with a few times and just never. I don't know if I've ever actually talked to him, but
Ben said we shot in Tennessee, so very, very close to West Virginia.
Nice. I believe it's a shithouse production, which it lives up to that title for sure. I love Nadia White for reasons. I'm very well aware of her other cinema, and
I have beef for very other reasons too, Troma related. I'm sure Ben knows what that is.
Oh, okay. I knew from the very beginning. I mean, just the dialogue, boobies. I love boobies. And then the random fat guy that plays music anytime anybody fucks. I thought this is a perfect Troma movie. I thought the gore was handled very, very well. Because if I'm not mistaken, this didn't start out as like it was going to be a feature film or something. I read, and
ask Ben. He said at AMA.
Yeah, I know there's a story behind it. I think the gore was great. There is an orgy scene that might not be exactly what you're looking for, but there's a lot of shit and a lot of severed body parts in this one. I think this could even be, dare I say, Todd, an iconic Troma movie. I can see people doubling this up with redneck zombies and having a really good time. The humor worked for me. You know, there's nudity, there's gore, all of the humor again hit just perfect. I mean, if you're a fan of Terror Firmer or again redneck zombies, Ben, it was only intended to be a trailer, and when we screened it, people forced us to make the feature. Okay, yeah, I heard something like that. Yeah, there is a circle jerk orgy that gets pretty wild.
Yeah, like it's funny. Our buddy Chris had seen it. I want to say it's been a couple years on one of the screenings somewhere out on the East Coast where he is. He not surprising. He was not a fan of this.
Not a Troma guy. Yeah.
No, but helped when I heard that. I thought, okay, and obviously I love. This is the exact kind of humor.
You're cutting out a little bit, Todd, on your mic.
My phone's ringing.
Okay. That's okay. I'll talk while that. So, yeah, I love the British cop who refuses to pick up the severed cock because he doesn't want to be gay. That made me laugh my ass off. The Helen Killer handy capable stripper. That I thought was really funny. If you're a Troma fan, you really do need to get Troma now and watch this movie because I think it's I think it could be a Troma classic. I actually do. Not just saying it because the director's in the chat. This time I definitely mean it. And yeah, the Weredeer, I thought the makeup, everything I thought came off really, really cool. And there's also, she's not credited, but I saw Jessa Flux.
She is credited 100%. She is credited, Dan.
Okay, I didn't see her. Like, I'm like, oh wait, that is Jessa, right?
No, no, yeah, you can see her tattoo in the scene, and she's credited in the. Maybe not on IMDb, but she's 100%.
Maybe I missed it on. Yeah,
she's 100% credited.
Great seeing her.
Oh,
please.
And oh well, we have the British cop is here. I'm the British cop, and that's the writer, the British cop. Okay. And yeah, see, that's Jessa's first Troma movie, which is what I knew she was in it going in. Dan just I mean, I could tell it was her before we went to her face. I mean, obviously.
Yeah. It's kind of becoming one of the channel's favorite scream queens, so it's nice. I wasn't
thank you, Brian. That was what I was going to ask myself. Going to have a Blu-ray release? That's the question, Ben.
I certainly hope so.
Yeah.
I think with this one, obviously, if you love Troma, you're gonna fucking love this. If you don't, you may not. But I still think it's a very funny movie. And Babette Bombshell's in there. We've got some great, Troma alum. Like I said, I'm a big Nadia White fan for reasons, and it was good seeing her in here. Yeah, I think you guys should go and check this one out. This is a lot of fun. I will definitely be buying the Blu-ray.
Yeah, Ben says they're working on a great package for the fans, complete with a 2-hour making of documentary. Well, that's awesome. Sweet. We will get it. We'll definitely show it, when we get it and all that good stuff. So I am a fan of the making of docs, especially the ones on the Troma ones. So
maybe YouTube's changing now. We're not magically buffering during the Troma movie.
Well, no, but remember how I called you out on saying certain words? I was like, oh, remember those are words that all like in that lockdown era, you couldn't say most of those words. You said them all in a string, and then all of a sudden our internet went to crap.
That is true. Maybe YouTube hasn't changed after all. So I don't know now. Well, there you go. They're not messing with Troma, so that's good.
That's all that matters to us.
Yeah. You guys really should. I mean, Troma now, get it, check it out. There's a lot of stuff on there, newer stuff too, that you'll want to check out. What was the last one we did, Todd?
What was the last one we did from Troma Now? We did well, they weren't actually Troma movies, but they were streaming on Troma Now. The Babezilla film.
Yes, we did those, and
which we did also really enjoy. Also,
yeah, that's the thing about Troma Now, because people ask me a lot. It's not just Troma; they do have some other stuff. Yeah. I mean, some very Troma adjacent kind of entertainment on there as well. So yeah, Todd, what do you think? What are you giving this one? I mean, I kind of know.
I know it happens every time. It's expected, and as expected, I'm a 5 out of 5.
I'm a 5 as well. Like I said, if you're a Troma fan, and this has got everything you could possibly want. The humor hit. I thought all the actors were great. boobs, projectile shit. You're muted. Everything. And Weredeer. Fucking Weredeer. Are you talking to me, Todd? Okay. You're not talking to me. But yeah, one of you guys, I know you probably have no idea yourself, but any target date for the Blu-ray? Todd is up on an important call, I think. Yes, quote us 5 stars. I fucking love this one. It's very different from Bambi. I don't remember any circle jerks in Bambi. So
yeah, well, it would have maybe it would have got a 5-star rating from both of us if it did.
Yeah, exactly. Well, fuck, you got we had Bambi the Reckoning just earlier.
And that wasn't a 5-star.
That was not a 5-star, but
I did enjoy it, but yeah, no.
Bambi was circle jerks. We expect to see that on the goddamn Blu-ray. We expect it.
And by the end of the year, if we get all our stuff together, that's awesome. Wow.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yes.
Well, I will definitely be picking up the Blu-ray, and we'll update everybody.
Yeah.
On its release. But yeah, pair this one up with Redneck Zombies. I mean, you got a great double feature there for Troma Night. All right, Ted. So up next from Shudder original we got for you guys is Push. And this is from the directing duo of David Charbonnier and Justin Douglas Powell. And in this one, we follow when a violent attack at her open house sends her into premature labor, a pregnant realtor must find a way to escape before she gives birth. All right, so this one is from the same directors that did The Boy Behind the Door, which I think we all liked, if I remember right.
I think we did, yeah.
Been a few years, I think. And so this one issue that this has got, I like the movie, but one issue that it has, it's got so much in common and is so close to Inside from the 2007's Inside, the original French film, that like it just felt like at times like we were watching like Inside Light.
That's the problem. You know, it makes it feel inferior because you're thinking of a far superior film.
A film that went a lot harder with some of the content. It's not bad. Like, it is worth your time. Alicia Sanz, who plays the realtor, she's reeling from the death of her lover. I can't remember if they were married or just dating. Who had died in a car crash, and now she's ready to pop with this baby. She's trying to reinvent herself in the US, which is also very odd too, because like we start out she's from Spain, Barcelona, I believe, and it takes place, this house is in like Michigan. It does not look at all like this is taking place in Michigan. I don't know where they actually shot most of this, but it just, I don't know, it didn't give me the feel that it was in the US. It's a minor thing, like most of this movie's all in the house anyways, so interiors, but I thought Raul Castillo, who plays the mysterious client who wishes her harm, the only guy who shows up for the open house, I thought he was intimidating enough. But this is also a movie, like some of the motivations for him are only just vaguely hinted at, which would be fine if you didn't establish him as just kind of just a guy. Like he's a very human guy. They should have maybe left a little more mystery and not given you anything instead of just hinting at a few things and never really explaining anything as to what he's doing. They even kind of hinted some possible supernatural stuff, but it didn't even matter. Like this is just very cookie cutter. Like, can she survive this guy? It's lit well, it's shot well. I definitely think I liked Boy Behind the Door more. But yeah, I guess it's decent enough for you know, a date night. I would say it's a date night horror movie. Like your girlfriend who can't quite take the fucked upness of Inside will probably have a good time with this one.
And then you need to start dating someone else. I think you liked it a lot more than me. I was bored quite a bit.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it reminded me of Inside. Yeah, I figured Home Invasion. I wanted more. I mean, it just kind of left me. It was fine. It wasn't. It's nothing I'll ever watch again. So yeah,
It gave me the basics of what I need Asian story, because I mean, honestly, that's pretty simple stuff. Like that's happening now. That happens every day,
yeah.
so we can all relate to it to some degree, and it gave me enough. I don't know. Maybe there was something on the cutting room floor with this one too, because it just felt like they couldn't quite decide what they wanted to do with this killer to me. But I give it's a little bit better than average in terms of the execution, but I'm going to give it a 2.5 just for story reasons.
Well, it seems like you liked it a lot more, but I'm the exact same. It's a 2.5 for me.
There we go. All right. Well, short and sweet, but there's not a lot to dissect here. It's a decent enough cat and mouse tale.
It's streaming on Shudder if you guys want to check it out. But
yes. So, Todd, a little bit of setup with our last movie tonight. So I was just like glancing Amazon as, I do every day. And I happened to come across a Blu-ray that was like on sale for $3.99 called Sinema. Didn't know anything about it, but I saw Diane Ayala Goldner of Feast fame, John Gulager's wife, and I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I'm a fan of hers, so I'm going to go ahead and just buy this for $3 and change." And then I realized, because I let you know about it, and I'm looking at the IMDb cast, and I'm like, "Holy shit, like Kitten Natividad is in this, Lloyd Kaufman, Maria Olsen pops up in a tiny little role, yeah, I was, and Austin Stoker, Joe Pilato, who are also Kitten Natividad, sadly, who are no longer with us, and I learned a little bit more about the movie. So 2014, this came out as Shhh. Cinema is now like that movie with a couple extra scenes that they had cut from that version of it. So in a nutshell, that is the story behind this. And I didn't give you guys a synopsis, so I'll go into it and then we'll talk more. But if you've ever wanted to kill someone talking or texting near you in a theater, this is the film for you. Harris and his mother love the movies, but sometimes other audience members spoil things. When disruptive filmgoers start dropping like flies, Harris finds himself confronting his past and questioning his sanity. So sit back, relax, and for the love of God, turn off your fucking cell phone. So with that, like, story, because we always bitch about that, theater etiquette is something that's lost. I can't just put it, I guess, on young people, because old people talk during movies a lot.
They fall asleep a lot too. Every time I do it, I wait and I just clap as loud as I can to wake them up. Sometimes I scare other theater goers, but I don't give a shit. If I have to hear you snoring, I'm waking your ass up somehow.
Here's the thing. If you're not snoring, whatever, that's cool. If you fall asleep, cool. And I know particularly with AMC A-list, there's a lot of like homeless people that will, go in to get a nap. And if you're not snoring, hey man, like, more power to you. I know it's hot outside. But my biggest is just the fucking cell phones. Like, why are you even bothering? Like, why are you even going to the movies? Like, the whole point is to experience it on a big screen with people. You can text on your fucking phone when you get out of the theater. But lately, I'd say more often than not, I think people are getting it, but I've had a couple people. I told you about that one dude who was on it the whole movie. Like he sat down and he just was on his phone the whole time and was sitting up front and holding it like this. So he's not trying to hide it. Yeah. This premise, I'm like, I'm not saying I want to see somebody actually do this, but I am saying I like seeing it in a movie because I hate those people. And yeah, so I thought this was a lot of fun. You can tell that the filmmakers are movie fans. I mean, there's references to Stunt Rock, which I
Yeah.
think like awesome. It's they go in the weeds. Damnation Alley,
Treasure of the Four Crowns.
yeah, they really like go for some stuff that you don't normally see parodied like that. Not parodied isn't the word, but paid homage
Reference.
to.
Yeah.
I thought like one line that stuck with me: "You got Blu-ray balls and a Criterion cock, my friend." Very clever and some good gore in this one as well. I thought this one had a scene involving oddly enough, a pregnant woman, something you would not have seen in our Shudder movie that we were talking about earlier for sure. This one would be at home with Troma as well. It's a different kind. It's not as heavy on like some of the gross out gags or anything, but
Even Lloyd's more serious in this one, his role.
he's in this. Yeah. So this one almost feels Troma adjacent as well.
But also like this would have fit under our LA banner for our reviews because this is a very like it's New Beverly. It's like really that
I'll
cinema
get
scene.
some of the extras too to tell this broader story on this, but yeah, and I was surprised Diane Goldner was game because they even have an assault scene in this that I was not expecting with her. And Ben Lloyd is an exceptional actor, very underrated. One of the genuinely most hilarious individuals I've ever met. I first met Lloyd like probably 25 years ago or longer.
Yeah.
Like it's been a long time. Actually, yeah, probably closer to 30. One of just the funniest human beings on the fucking planet. I think it really shows in Terra Firma. Just
oh my god, yes.
That's one of the funniest movies ever made, in my opinion. And I'm glad we highlighted this one, Todd, because it kind of shows, and they talk in the extra features. I think they were saying the name was not really getting them eyeballs. I don't think people knew what to make of it. When I read the premise, I'm like, well, this movie was fucking made for us. I mean,
show the other cover. That's the one. The Blu-ray cover wasn't as. I do think this is a much better cover. The cover,
yeah.
But I mean that gets across what we're going for. But I do like that artwork on that cover much better. But
it's kind of like a if you don't know though thing. Like I agree, I like the art there, but
you have to keep saying "shh," and it's kind of weird.
It is weird. It is weird. And like I said, the only difference apparently is there's two scenes in the cinema cut that were not in the original.
Unfortunately, the Blu-rays now it's like $32, but
well, let me tell you though something about this. Like this Dark Side releasing, it's weird. I mean, they're BDRs.
Right.
And like they will maybe be $30, but they're dropping to like $5, $3 all the time. So
but now it's second party thing. So I think they sold out of their allotment, and now whatever they want now it's out of print if you want to use that, even if it's a BDR.
I think it will be back and it'll go back down. I've followed some of these. Okay. I keep a lot of shit in my cart, so I think you will probably get this on sale again. I'm not saying it's not worth the $25 or whatever it is now, but yeah, you can get it cheaper. And yeah, it's a love letter to LA. I mean, they started shooting this in 2012, 2013. A lot of this stuff isn't there anymore. The new Bev is, thank God.
Did you go? I'm trying to remember. Were you there for the Street Trash premiere when we went last time?
No, I wasn't down
Okay.
there.
Did we go to New Beverly at all when you're out here?
We haven't. We've been trying, but yeah, every time we're down there, I mean, obviously we're going to be really busy this October, but hopefully we'll get a chance. We haven't had the best luck in being down there when we can go to a New Bev.
Well, we'll have to look at their October schedule too ahead of time.
Yeah. There's but this director, Jason Rutherford, also made a documentary called Masters of the Grind, which you want this Blu-ray for the extra features because there's like 2 or 3 hours worth of like footage from the New Bev. Like I said, there's kind of a connection with this.
Yeah, there's an hour documentary just on the New Beverly.
Yes, you get to see Sid Haig and Clu Gulager, who's there like every 5 days a week.
Yeah, if you used to go to the New Beverly, you'd see him back in the day before he passed.
Yeah, Clu Gulager, one of the coolest human beings to ever walk the face.
Our buddy Jason talks about seeing him and Sid there on occasions because he'd like to go up there and check out stuff.
Yeah, it's almost kind of sad to watch the extra features because there's just so many people in this that they're just no longer around.
And they have a little RIP section at the end of that too that like reminds you how,
Yeah, and I love movies too that go really in the weeds. There's an homage to William Shatner's acting in Impulse. like I said, it doesn't just go for the obvious shit. Like it's really, really fun. And I thought the kills were good. Love Letter to Los Angeles. This is an indie gem. Cliff, I saw Clue every time I went there, literally every time. Cliff, you are going to have to try and snag this when at some point, hopefully it'll be on sale again, because I think even just for the extra features, like you want to see some of that footage. Just Sid shooting the shit with Clue outside the New Bev, and yeah, it's really cool. And Todd, Kitten Natividad, your all-time crush.
No, see, you say that. That's not the case. I mean, I'm a huge Taking It Off fan. I wouldn't. How often do I mention her? I talk about Taking It Off a lot. She's not even
for that and the Russ Myers stuff.
But she's not even my favorite Myers girl. But I am. Well, her movie found me at the right time. I'll just say that.
Well, there you go. Nostalgia faps.
Yeah.
Nostalgia faps. But yeah, she
Taking It Off is a classic. We will finally cover that one day.
She gives a very vigorous blowjob in this movie. Mine are.
Which, if you've actually seen her pornos, that is not. She's not very vigorous in those.
I have, and that
watched it.
And I also love like the concept phone in the mouth. I thought was really cool the way they did it. You can tell it's a labor of love, and I know there's just no fucking eyeballs on it, unfortunately. But yeah, I had a really, really good time, and I hope people will give it a shot.
Yeah, I definitely. This is another one that just like out of nowhere, I didn't know, and as I'm watching, like I told Dan, I was like, probably like 10 minutes in, I was like, man, I really wish we were doing this one on Wednesday when we have everyone. Because I definitely think Pugs will like it. Kruger, I'm not sure, because like, what was the one I loved last year that he just was so angry about? Pickaxe.
Oh yeah, we during the tournament, Pickaxe I really liked.
I love that one, but I know there was another movie, the Pickaxe Mask or something. But yeah, that was. But so that one, see, I thought he would watch it and have fun with, but no luck on that. So I don't know about this one, but yeah, as a California native, I loved seeing all the California stuff. Like I said, this is a movie we could have paired up with something, put it on our This Is LA show. It is very much an LA picture too.
It is, yeah, you have lots of options. This one is on Tubi and streaming on Tubi, so you can check it out that way. Keep an eye out because it will go on sale if you want to pick up the BDR. And R.I.P. Austin Stoker, Kitten Natividad, Joe Pilato, a lot of the people that pop up in here. And again, the extra features. There is a really, I don't want to say funny because it's kind of serious, but Larry Butler was telling a story in the extra features about almost drowning for real during his scene. You'll know it when you see it. And he actually seems pretty salty about it in his interview. It didn't seem like he maybe had the best sense of humor about it. So keep an eye out for that. So Todd, what do you rate this one?
Try not to just give it a 5 because I really did love it. But I'm gonna give it a 4.5. It's not perfect, but it kind of is. I loved it. I could change my mind, but I'm gonna give it a 4.5. That might feel high, but it's a great film.
You know what? I think they do pretty much everything right in this one. I'm a 4.5 as well. And yeah, I don't really have many complaints for this. I really don't. So let us know what you think. I know Ben Grimm is a fan of this one, a big fan of this one as well.
Let me just go ahead and I'm trying to fix there we go. I'll go ahead and answer JG's question on air. I did kind of response because he had an off topic. This review reminded me, have you guys ever gotten anything from Refused Films? Thinking of making an order? Yes, I ordered those Troma discs, the Troma Archive collection. Yeah, it came greatly packaged, really quick. Definitely have no hesitation placing an order from them. I do, and I've talked to Lane quite a few times. He's a cool guy. I do need to place an order because we haven't talked about that the new releases that they have. The oh geez, what are they called?
I was a big fan of Eating Miss Campbell, so that was
yeah. I know one of them's Cat Sick Blues.
Cat Sick Blues is so talk about an indie gem.
Yeah, yeah. The
Wild Eyes ever put out
the Refused Film, the new bundle. There's 3 releases. I gotta grab these. They're supposed to ship. Well, they should be shipping now. They are Cat Sick Blues, Off Ramp, and Rock and Roll Frankenstein from '99. Off Ramp's the newer one from 2024. But
Rock and Roll Frankenstein is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, so I got to place this order soon because it looks like they're either shipping or about to be.
Have you seen Rock and Roll Frankenstein?
I don't think I have.
We are gonna have to do it because you talk
from
Troma.
When we get this bundle, we'll cover it because we love the Refused Film stuff.
I'm all in.
So I mean, we covered Cat Sick Blues in the past, but was that on video or on?
That might be pre-YouTube, honestly, because I mean that was like the Wild Eye Raw and Extreme, and I think it was one of their earlier ones. So
it was the first or second one because that's like literally when we got Kruger on board. I sent him
it might be YouTube.
I sent him that one in Doll Syndrome. I think there was one more.
Yeah, that's early Kruger. So
yeah. So that might have been like one of our first videos before we were even on StreamYard. So
yeah. Rock and Roll Frankenstein is batshit. You're in for a treat, Todd.
All right, I'm excited now.
Do you know the premise of that? Because I'll at least give you the premise. It's about a rock star who died. He's being reassembled, let's just say, and they accidentally give him Liberace's dick. I'll let you imagine the rest of it, but it's a crazy little movie. So all right, well, we'll definitely review that, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us, especially during those technical difficulties during Eddington.
And if you're watching later, those will be disappeared. I've cut them out.
Todd will work his magic, so you won't even be aware. But for you live listeners,
well, now you will. But
that is weird too. It must have been like
you triggered it. You said the bad word.
I we broke it. The
We should-
Weredeers were fucking with the wiring.
There you go.
There you go. So Todd, how are you closing out your evening?
I'm gonna call my kid. So,
Well, there you
and probably watch Happy Gilmore 2 finally, because I didn't get to watch it when it dropped. So
Okay.
see if it's I haven't heard really anything. So well, let's give it a shot. I didn't like that it was almost 2 hours. Like, give me 90 minutes, but whatever.
It doesn't need to be 2 hours.
Well, you didn't need to tell me that. I knew that, but
Yeah.
All right.
So once again, just a programming note. This Sunday, we said, right, Todd? We're going to have an SCS. Whether or not you're a wrestling fan, you may still want to hang out for our announcement for that. Because, again, horror fans, wrestling fans, like, you'll want to hear what we're going to be announcing on Sunday. We'll talk a little bit about SummerSlam and other stuff. And we'll be back here Wednesday. I know we've got a review for Monster Island, which somebody asked in the chat earlier. And we got a bunch of stuff coming up Wednesday. So yes. Thanks for the 5 stars, Ben. Go check out Curse of the Weredeer and Sinema. We like supporting the indies here. And on that note, good night.
money's on the dresser.